Yes, it is. It is now. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to RSF1's F4 division. We're live at the Belgium Grand Prix. It's round number 13, I think it is. We're getting into the business end of the season. Everybody's getting a little bit tense in the tiers, especially if you're in the championship battle. I'm not in a championship battle at the moment, but I haven't won a race yet, and I'm very keen to, and that's why I'm a bit tense from now until the end of the season. Plus, there's scores still to be settled. There's still a few very interesting tracks on the horizon in front of us the next coming weeks, but we already have a daunting track ahead of us. This is Belgium, and it's produced some very intriguing, interesting races so far. Last night was the F1 division, and we had intermediate and then full wets towards the end, and we had confusion about what tyres can bring on. What can we get tonight? Well, let's hope we can have a good race. I'm Mosa from Bundle, and I am joined once again by Brutal Reapers. Hello, good evening, Brutal.
Hello.
And sorry for the pun. You're probably going to groan at this, but as I presume there are explosions outside your house at the moment with the fireworks going on, because we are at Bonfire Night, of course.
And it is raining.
And it is raining in Q1. Are we hoping for some explosive action on the track?
That's disgusting, Michael.
That's terrible, isn't it?
That's awful.
Yeah. What do you expect from these guys? Well, you know these guys by now, don't you?
Yeah, it's just going to be another solid race, I think. DRS, powered assists, overtakes and all of that, so...
I've just realised
What?
there's a very notable absence on this grid tonight, and I've only just realised. No Primus.
No Primus.
One racing point in tonight. You know how I didn't... I'm so sorry to Primus, I should have noticed straight away, but one of the very first things, he's normally first out on the pit lane.
It is.
But instead we have both the toxic guys, MW and CW, both out, in the Ferrari and the Renault.
Oh, so down. Is it intermediates? Yes, it is.
Yeah. Very interesting. Do you reckon any of these guys would have done a wet practice at some point?
Well, we were just in a party with Monster Skyline, and he was doing some sort of wet practice session, I think. So, I think some of them would have done. Some of them probably have just gone for the dry setup and just going to rag the car around the track and see how well they can Tokyo drift around some of the bends in Sector 2, but 50-50 really. I never really do wet practice, I just get on with it when it does rain, so...
Yeah. Could you invite Button back for me, please?
Yes. See, I don't get notifications. This is what I don't get.
I did, but they're rare these days for some reason. Notification.
Yeah.
Viewers watching, just in case you hear some bangs going on, I do have fireworks actually next door and up the road, and yeah, I think everyone does at this point.
I actually don't. I live in the middle of nowhere.
Sweet. So what do we think about Belgium, Brutal? Obviously, you had your race on Sunday. I missed Belgium, and I missed it. I missed the racing around here. It's a formidable track, isn't it?
I mean, I should have done better, but you know, typical F1 2020 game screws you over. But you know, the curbs are not forgiving around here. I found out on Sunday as well. So
no. And what's wet weather going to do to it? Makes it very, very dangerous, doesn't it?
High Rouge is ridiculous in intermediate conditions because you want to go flat or you want to go as near flat as possible, and yeah, you don't want to do that.
I said this last night in F1 because they had a wet conditions qualifying as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now what they had was intermediate in Q3, but they had time to do one lap on the softs.
Yeah.
Before it was too late. We have an off. Oh, Marine Spider's already dropped it at Eau Rouge. No, it's Radion actually. It's Radion on the top of the hill. I should know the meme by now. Be careful, the McLaren.
McLaren had a wobble.
There we go.
Radion. You know, it's really bad.
Oh, Demon's got it.
Demon
Demon has dropped it.
Demon's dropped it. Dropped it. Jesus. Yeah, no, I only learned that the top was actually is it? I thought the bottom was Radion, no?
It's the left and the right is Eau Rouge.
No.
The top is Radion.
No. The left at the bottom
Is it the other way around?
is Radion, and then Eau Rouge is the right left at the top. Because I learned that from that WTF1 video. You know, that's Radion actually. That video, do you remember?
I thought it was the left right is Eau Rouge and then up the top of the hill is Radion.
No, I think it's the left at the bottom is Radion.
Been led astray.
Yeah, I think it's the bottom bit's Radion, and then Eau Rouge is. I might be wrong. It might be the other way around. I'm sure it's not. But yeah. Toxic NW 54-6.
Decent lap on the intermediates.
Someone else has just spun. Is that Cooper Benz? Oh, it was Cooper Benz.
Like a Williams, yeah.
Has he got damage? Yes. End plate.
Yeah, he does. Already and there's a racing point behind. That's Dufferlump.
What's he doing?
I don't know whether he's...
I think he's just getting out of the way of people, but I don't think you really have to stop for that, but alright.
Already, yeah. So Fearless is saying the other way around in the chat. Good evening, chat, by the way.
What's he saying?
He's saying the other way around.
What, to me or you?
Now it's confusing. Fearless, was it the other way around to me? Or is it the other way around to
F word this, I'm just going to look.
One of us is right.
Sport.
Brutal.
Front. Cochon.
Brutal.
What?
He's saying the other way around to you.
That's I'm definitely right.
Cool.
Track map.
Eagle 56-2. Paris is kind of crossing now. They're just getting their eye in at the moment in Q1. Looking at our top 15 drivers to go through into the session. So we're going to be losing 3.
Yeah, you're right. I got it wrong around.
So what? It's the left, right.
Yeah. The left, right.
Left, right is Eau Rouge. And then
Radion
top of it is Radion.
Yeah.
Barry negotiates through. Welcome back, Barry, by the way, for our regular Tier 4 watchers. I was going to say listeners. They're not listeners, they're watchers.
It's not a podcast, Michael.
Yeah. Barry, if you remember Barry TRC, for anybody who watched the first few races of this season, he was in the AlphaTauri. He took a month off just to have a little break from general things. He's now back, and he's in the Scuderia Ferrari, which, for their Ferrari team, is good news. Brutal, because before Toxic MW joined in their Ferrari, they'd only scored one finish, and that was the Canadian Grand Prix with Leon, who was put in the wrong tier to begin with. He was too quick. Yeah, we do talk about that.
Don't talk about it. Oh, Duffer.
Yeah,
yes.
They've not had the best of luck this season, so Barry, I think, will be providing them good points.
Not too sure about that.
Vinny. What?
I mean, he's in the racing point. I've got to be careful what I say, but he ran very wide at Radion actually, and it didn't invalidate. So, and he went purple first sector. Not saying anything. Not saying he gained time from it or anything. Definitely did, but the games allowed him to do that. So.
Someone else has just jumped up. I think Toxic CW has just gone up to 55.3.
5.3.
Oh no, Eagles improved to a 55.7 only.
Yeah. Are we actually going to see an Alfa Romeo struggle?
Potentially.
Or are we going to have some more fake news from Mr. Frost once again? He messaged me actually in the week. He messaged me and he went, "Great commentary, but I'm not full of shit."
I mean, he kind of is.
I mean, he said he had no confidence on track and then won the bloody race, so don't.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, whenever someone says that, see, Total Wolf last season when he was in F2 with me, he used to say it all the time. If I was in the interview thing with him at the end of the race, he'd always say, "Oh, next week I don't like next week," and then next week he gets pole and he's near the front.
Yeah,
that's not struggling. It's not struggling.
No.
But maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe you go into the race not expecting, and then you do well because you prize yourself.
True. Yes, it could be a thing.
Oh, Grismick, he kept that valid. Went all four wheels off the track anyway. Grismick's about to finish his lap after taking the widest esports line possible through Blanchimont now.
And it's a 56.5. Oh, that was a guess.
6.8 actually.
I was just trying to guess the time.
Yeah.
Monster Skyline.
So the other new driver joining our ranks is Alco Saints now. Marine Spider's dropped it as well.
Completely dropped it.
It's Radion actually.
Yeah, that's Radion actually. He dropped it.
So already we've lost 2 in this Q1. That's saying already how the conditions are out there, brutal.
Yep.
Very difficult. Eagle improves to a 54.9. Still a couple of tenths behind Toxic MW, but he's done 3 laps on those intermediates, which it's kind of the thing to do, isn't it, brutal? You just fuel up the car and just go multiple laps on these tires because they just get better, don't they? You get more confidence in where the grip is.
You just get the temperature up to where they need to be, and then I think the track slowly dries out. As Barry takes it past his first sector.
Barry's on a 4th lap on the intermediates. Yeah, so the other new driver joining our ranks is Alco Saints in the Mclaren. A few that have been in multiple leagues before. RSF1 will know this guy from a incarnation of a league before. Yeah, so I'm glad to see him back. I think he's new to RSF1.
Not too sure.
Might have been in like season 1, part of season 2. It's been away for a long time, but he's back. So welcome back, Alco Saints. A very raceable driver, if that makes sense.
Yep.
I think you might know the meaning of that.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. So it's good. And I believe UK Demons is now full-time in a Rebel, because I think last week he was a reserve.
Not the best start to your debut as a full-time driver, but, you know. On the back of the grid. Can do good things here. At least you can overtake
Still few drivers yet to set a lap time here. Got both the Williams still going out. Got Prost, who is invalidated his first attempt. Old Manzi and Fish Sticks yet to set a lap. Old Manzi's had an off somewhere because he's got wing damage.
Barry's gone 4th.
See, Barry's done like 4 laps on his intermediates as well, so... And he's gradually just got quicker. He wasn't like a 2:13, then a 1:59, 57. He's now on a 55.
Yeah, 55.3. Exactly the same time as 40, by the way. Exactly.
Here comes Fish Sticks. 57.3 from Fish Sticks.
Bit deep. Oh, bloody hell. That's an interesting line through turn 1. Jesus.
Got from Fish Sticks.
Yep. Cool. Cooper Benz.
Yeah, Cooper Benz slowly climbing up the table. Driver's table, that is,
yes.
In terms of his points. Picking up a load of good, solid results.
Oh!
Oh, he's lucky to hold that. That's a bit...
a spin there.
It's a bit further on. Is that a spin in front of him as well?
Oh, it's Charismic.
Charismic. A lot of these drivers not liking this at the moment, are they?
No.
Right, last week, Hungary, brutal. What do you remember from that race, if you remember it?
All I remember from Hungary is the fact that Prost is a lying bastard. And that Cooper Benz was just on his tail the whole race, actually. So it was a good race, to be fair. But the Alfa Romeo, what was it? The racing points? They just can't keep up with the Alphas. Racing point.
They had a difficult race, but the thing I said at the end of the stream, and I still stand by it, is that Alfa Romeo and Racing Point have been close all season. Even when one team get a lead ahead of the other team then fights back. And because we know league racing is up and down, it's momentum. You can be on top of the world one week, and then next week you can have an absolute shocker. But Prost has taken so much of an advantage. He goes into this race, Brutal, with a 34-point lead, more than a race victory. Now, I don't know whether you've been in that situation before yourself, in any league scenario. I've never been in that scenario. But I can imagine as Prost does an almighty drift through Blanchimont there. That was lovely to see. I can imagine, though, having a race victory, because even if he gets no points and Duffer wins this race, for example, he still has the lead.
Yeah.
Only just, but he still has the lead. A 56.7, though, from Prost. I know he had a big slide, but that's 2.1 seconds off of his... That's 2 seconds off of his teammate. Maybe he is struggling today.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he doesn't like Belgium.
Maybe he's unloaded all the shite. And he's actually...
Oh, that was an interesting line for Eau Rouge as well. I thought he was going to lose it.
Maybe he really doesn't like Belgium. Oh, okay. He's weaving.
So, 2 and a bit minutes left. He's got enough time to go for another lap if he has the fuel.
Yeah.
So, last week, Prost, as we probably mentioned now already several times, did win the race as Cooper Benz gets within 300ths of Toxic MW's time. Good lap from Coops in the Williams. That's a bit better. Chris Mc also goes 7th. Yeah, Prost won the race with Cooper Benz in 2nd. And Alfa Romeo's day was finished off very nicely with RSF1 Eagle in 3rd place. Covered quite nicely, Eagle, I think, from a pretty difficult qualifying. Graded Vinny, who actually got pole position last time out, ended up in 4th place in the Mercedes. Good result for him. Toxic MW beat his clan member CW to 5th place. So CW was 6th. Manzi was 7th in the Renault, with Primus Gaming in 8th, picking up the only points of Racing Points day in 8th place. Button in the McLaren was 9th, and then Raikkonen, who is here once again this week, is picked up the last point for AlphaTauri. Now Raikkonen, Brutal, is missing the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
It's just the rotation that he has with his work. And he told me earlier this week, because I thought he wasn't going to race this week, Belgium.
Yeah.
But he made an arrangement with work, because he was originally going to miss this week but race Monza, but then miss Singapore.
Yeah.
He's now, obviously he's racing this week, but he now misses the next couple of weeks. And he said he did that because he cannot miss Belgium. He loves this place.
Oh.
So, pretty... not to say he's confident, he just loves this track. So he's very much looking forward to this tonight. So he has a good result. As old Manzi takes a very interesting line for Eau Rouge there. Over the curbs on both curbs, but valid. He's yet to set a time.
Very tentative.
MW goes quickest to 54.5. Now, is that 54.5 from MW, Brutal? Is that him being more confident, or is that the track getting quicker?
It's probably confidence. Track looks like it's probably the same as it was, to be honest. So
Becker flag is out. Who's that? That's just gone up. Red Bull Fish Sticks goes to 13th.
Prost is in 15th. Not too.
Yeah.
And Manzi's on a lap.
He's Prost is 8/10ths up.
Ah.
Old Manzi very close.
Oh,
Track
Prost
limits
went
there.
off.
Oh. Is he? I think he's just slowing down. He's in trouble. He's in very big trouble. This is all down to old Manzi. Old Manzi beats a 56.7 from Prost. Prost is out of Q1. This will be a huge shock in the making. Can Old Manzi do it?
Oh, it's
Drag it to the line.
He does!
Wait! What is that? That's...
Stay under a 10th.
Wow, Prost is out. Championship leader, the winner from last week. Championship leader, the winner from last week, is out in Q1.
Well, you were saying it.
Big oof.
Big oof.
Big oof. Jeez, and meantime, Button is the devil, I think. A 55.666. Wow. Big surprise, bro. Okay, maybe he was telling the truth this week. But do you reckon that's a combination of don't like the track and it's raining?
Or maybe it's a combination of
maybe
calm as a bitch. What?
No, bro.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's probably just he's not confident on the track. And, yeah, wet doesn't really help that, does it? So
No. Obviously, Marine, Spider, and Demons. Shame for them as well, because obviously crashing for, I think, same points actually, top of Radium.
Mm-hmm.
Well. There we go. Old Manzi on the last minute, his last lap of the session, takes out Prost. Now, do I dare invite Prost?
No.
To this party? Are you going to be nice?
Don't.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to,
you scared?
I'm not scared. Why would I be scared?
Why don't you want to? Why
don't
don't you
be
want to talk to
horrible
him?
to the man. He's probably upset.
He said you don't mind. You don't mind.
You can ask questions.
He said you don't mind. Be nice.
I'll be nice.
All I'm asking is be nice.
Not horrible.
Well, Prost, I am
be nice.
surprised to be talking to you. I am very surprised to be talking to you this early. You said going into this race, well, you said before Hungary, but you won. But you said going into this week in Belgium, you weren't confident of the track one bit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the rain has probably not helped in your confidence, but...
If I was running a wet set, I would have done a lot better, but...
Oh, it's a dry set. Oh, it's a dry race.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? I just couldn't look a lot, but I kept drifting through the penultimate corner.
Yeah, I saw that.
Rouge and Radion weren't amazingly good through. Rest of the lap, I think I was okay. Just, every corner you'd take and then slower than everyone else, you're losing time. So, yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, what it does turn this into is a race. I mean, I'm looking forward to racing with people.
It could potentially put up a driver of the day performance.
Nah, I ain't gonna get driver of the day. That's a popularity competition, and I'm not popular, so. But it doesn't bother me. I'm here to race, and I'm here to.
You get a vote from me if you go from like where you start at 16. If you finish in the top 10, say 6th, you're getting a vote from me, because that's what I do.
Honestly,
results.
I'd be happy with just points now.
Oh dear.
I've got a nice lead. I mean, obviously, that isn't everything, but I can afford to drop a few points. And then we're back to a track I like.
Yeah, because I did mention, I hadn't even gone over the championship standings at the moment. We're being distracted. No, but I have said you do have a 34-point lead, so that's more than a race victory, even with fastest lap over Duffer. So yeah, as you said, you can perhaps maybe take a little bit easy today, but you still damage limitation, but possibly.
Yeah, I mean,
points still on the agenda.
I want points. If I don't get points, I'll be disappointed with myself. That's my aim now. Whether it be 1 point, 10 points, whatever. Anything is crucial.
Fair enough. Obviously, any points to help in the constructors as well. Obviously, it's a shame that Primus isn't here.
Yeah.
To help with the racing point, but obviously you know how quick Duffer is.
Yeah, definitely.
So anything to help out your teammate Eagle.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, if Eagle's in front of me and Duffer's behind, then you know, elbows come out. They lift off in certain corners and take time to accelerate, but you know.
Sorry, Fearless in the chat, it's Patronus I'm talking to, not Raikkonen! Toxic, losing it, I'm very sorry. Sorry there, Prost. Any questions from you, Brutal? Remember, be nice.
I don't care, man. Ask what you want to ask. Ask what you want to ask. Well,
I said as a joke. I said as a joke. Karma's bitch. For last week. But, you know, it happens. It happens to everyone.
It happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered.
We're not all
toxic and W disqualified.
Yeah, I saw that. Sorry to cut across you too, sorry. Just went about 50 feet the wrong way.
Like, I enjoy racing at the front because, let's be honest, at the front it's a lot safer on lap 1 for wind damage. But, you know, other than that, I'm just going to enjoy this race, enjoy racing with everyone.
Put it this way, we can't all be lucky like Michael, because he just seems to scrape through any qualifying session without, you know, doing another lap.
Yeah, but then my race.
In the race, he gets so many penalties through corner cut, and he might as well start at the back.
It's Monza next week.
I mean, Michael's in a select few that have been disqualified from races due to picking up too many penalties.
Next week is Monza, right?
Yep.
Temple of Speed is also the
temple of penalties for you.
No, it's not a temple. You've got to say another building.
How has Fordy lost a bit of his front wing at turn 1?
Hit the inside.
I know.
Hit the inside wall.
I must have cleared the inside wall.
Anyway,
yet,
good luck in your race, Prost. Yeah, we'll see if we'll speak to you. If we end up speaking to you at the end of the race, I'll take my hat off. I don't have a hat, but I will imaginary take it off.
I don't think I'm going to get a podium. I mean, unless this race is absolutely crazy and wacky, I'm not getting on the podium.
Is it dry?
You'll have to wait and find out.
Oh.
Well, if you saw F1 last week,
I mean,
last night.
All I'm going to say is I've already hinted what the weather is already.
Yeah, because you put on a dry setup, so it must be dry.
So
could be part dry.
Anyway, good luck. Good luck in your race.
Yep. Thank you very much, and have a good comms in a bit.
Cheers, mate. See you.
Yeah. Peace. You can hear that, can't you?
What?
The fireworks going off.
Oh, what the bot? Oh.
Yeah, the little bops.
Bloody bright.
I didn't realise how loud. I don't know how loud they're coming through. It's actually almost next door to me. Anyway,
loud. It just sounds like
9 minutes.
Knocking on your door or something.
Yeah. Seriously. Let's go.
Whoa, that was
Stop
loud.
it!
That was loud.
I know I was going to get this. Right, so 9 minutes left in Q2, and already we're seeing Brutal. While we were talking to Prost, we're seeing a lot of people not entirely happy with these conditions. It's carrying on over from Q1, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks a bit brighter at the moment though, so I think the track's going to get a bit quicker. Rain doesn't seem as heavy, so potentially could be faster track now. And yeah. I don't.
Still in the
there's a very
55s
select few that are happy in these conditions. I think.
Oh.
You know, they're not the nicest to drive in. There's whoa.
53. What? Okay, track Is it raining as much? It seems to be spitting at the moment, but 53.7. What a lap there from Toxic CW.
It was a very good lap. Oh god.
Right, championship standings, because I still haven't gone over through them yet. Prost leads the way on 164 points. Second place is Dufferlump, or it is Dufferlump now, because it used to be RSF1 Duffer. He's on 130 points. 3 points ahead of Eagle, 127. Monster Skyline is still in 4th place, despite the fact that he's gone 3 weeks without a point. He's on 92 points. He's looking for a good result here tonight in the Williams.
Oh, he's lost it. Top of radio.
Oh. Well, Skyline.
Yeah.
Oops. Alright, no damage, and still got time, still good.
Well, that's to be fair. He was heading straight for the barrier.
Yeah. Button is next on 72 points. Then we've got Primus Gaiman on 70. Kazi is another one that hasn't scored points for a while, because he loves the points that he's on at the moment, 69. Cooper Benz is next on 68 points, jumping up through the field at the moment with some good results. Charismic is on 54 points with Fish Sticks on 50. Graded Vinny on 45, or Manzi on 44. 4D on 37, Toxic MW on 35, Toxic CW on 18, and then Raikkonen on 17 points. Constructors, Alfa Romeo, obviously with their good result in Hungary, moved to 295 points.
Whoa.
Nearest competitors is Racing Point on 259 points. So Duffer, all the pressure really is on Duffer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Next behind them, I still think it's between Alfa Romeo and Racing Point, because third place is Williams on 166. So they're over, just under 100 points behind. So it's still not impossible that Williams could catch. But they need a good results for now to catch the top two. Mercedes on next on 149. Then Haas on 124. McLaren 108. So third place is still hotly contested with all those teams.
Yeah.
Then you've got a bit of a gap to the other battle going on, which is Renault on 64, Ferrari on 60, Red Bull on 52, AlphaTauri on 23.
It's all very close, isn't it?
Duffer goes second, puts himself in a safe situation for Q3, looking into the top 10 at the moment. And a thought has just occurred to me, Brutal.
Yeah.
You know how if it's wet in qualifying, you only get 3 sets of intermediates, don't you?
Yeah.
And you don't get a extra set if you make it to Q3. I don't believe you do.
No, I don't think you do either.
So effectively, they have 1 set of tyres for each session if it stays like this. You know, if we have a intermediate Q3, they're only going to have 1 left as Cooper Benz takes a massive drift through Blanchimont.
You're correct.
So in that situation, Brutal, how would you manage it? Would you just stick to 1 set per, you know, 1 for Q1, 1 for 2, 1 for 3?
53 now.
Very nice.
I tend to use the same set for Q1 and Q2 if I know it's going to be Q1, Q2, Q3 intermediates, and then it gives you 2 brand new sets to go at Q3 with. If you can, obviously. Slightly different if you wear your tyres out to like beyond, you know.
Yeah. The thing is, it's such a long lap around here as well. Can possibly get it through in 2 runs. As old Manti, I think, has dropped it.
Yeah.
Radion, yep, has claimed another as Raikkonen, who's just gone by and nearly loses it himself. So that's 3 now at Radion, technically 4, because Toxic MW was disqualified there. So we're already claiming a few. This bodes well for the race, doesn't it?
Different in the dry.
Yeah. Vinny, purple middle sector, looking good through the edge of Stavilo. I feel like there's going to be a surprising top 10. I feel like the front of the grid is going to have a few different names on it, Brutal.
Eagles in 5th.
Yeah, not looking entirely confident. Here comes Vinny, who's going to be the 55s.
Yeah.
55-6. That leaves Skyline again. Skyline again has had enough at Eau Rouge and Radion. No damage, but he's not comfortable with that section, it seems. Rain doesn't seem to have been easing off at all, really, does it? Chris Mick is going to set a 2-minute 0.4 there. Got banker lap. It's got 2.5 minutes to go. Raikkonen pots up to 6th on a 55.2. He's done 5 laps on his intermediate tyres now.
Oh, Chris Mick dropped it.
Oh, that's another one. We're up to 4.
Dun.
Where's he? He's gone right in there.
Back to dust. Dun.
Oh,
So-
that was purple, but he invalidated.
We're going to lose to Alco! Jesus.
I'm guessing he held it.
Safe from Alco Saints, yeah. Right, what he's got? He's got minute 40 to get round. Okay, if he hurries, he should be alright for another run.
Pressure's
Alco.
on Skyline here. This is the last go.
You want to take us through a lap?
Just a horrendous lap in the wet, but turn 1 is so tricky in the wet conditions. Touch the grass, you're gone. Hit the inside wall, you're gone. Traction zone is actually quite horrible, isn't it, Michael? Out there, you get that wrong in the wet. You didn't race, did you? So you wouldn't know. This is
No.
is he going to lift off? Yeah,
Oh, very cautious
very
left.
cautious, but he had to get through it, really, didn't he? So along this long straight where I think 90% of the overtakes are done on this track, and into the braking zone. Is he confident on the curves? Avoids them, very sensitive. But you know, he needs a lap. So as he runs towards the curve, I wouldn't want to touch. In the wet conditions, this corner is so tricky on the brakes. This is, I think he's just trying to get a lap on the board here. As he hits the left, so easy to run out wide on the right. He's kept it in track limits. As now we're going down to the fast left-hander. What's he going to do? Drop it into 5th is where he needs to be, really, as he runs a bit wide. That can sometimes kick the car out. You can easily kill yourself there. There's these curves, always want to spin the car. You don't want to run too wide there either. Track limits are very, very harsh on the left here as he runs wide, gets away with it.
God, how close are you guys? Oh, and Stavolo as well.
There's now coming up to
It's got to beat 56.3 because Fish Sticks is finished.
touch the grass.
Across the line.
He touched the grass and he had a wobble. He's having
Oh.
it. Can he get the braking right? Just about. Hits the apex. Hits the second apex. He's done enough.
Should be alright.
Yeah, he's done. That'll be a 54.8.
Oh. 4-7 leaves this down to Alco Saints. Welcome back, Alco. It's all down to you to decide between you and last week's pole position man, Graded Vinny, of whether they go through. Nicely Fupu one. Raikkonen called it Puyon because French accent and all that, because it is a French name for corner. I call it Puon. What do you call it?
Go on.
Yeah.
Purple.
Middle set.
Don't believe it.
Ah. That corner, Stavolo, I think it is. That one is can be cruel, can't it? Because you want to go on it flat.
Oh,
Nice with Blanchimon, a little bit of a slide. Yeah, because you want to get on the gas early, don't you? Because you've got that long straight. You don't want to lose too much time.
no.
And I think Alco Saints is going to do more than enough to go through. He does. Graded Vinny is out.
And Chris Mick and Toxic NW.
Well, Toxic was a little bit unfortunate with that disqualification there. Because he was pointed the wrong way and he was just waiting for everyone to go round past Rouge and Radion. Well, there's the end of Q2. So, already a couple of surprises here, Brutal. Very different, well, not a very different top 10. We've got the usual hitters in there, but
Well, we've got the
Quite a
two
few
new,
notable
got
names
got
out.
the two old / new guys in there. So
Yeah, Barry in third, Alco Saint sixth, Raikkonen in the top 10 as well.
is it going to be a wet Q3? Probably.
So eliminated from Q2, graded Vinny, just missing out to be honest, by a few tenths behind Button. Fish Dixon 12th, Old Mandy 13th, Charismic 14th, and Toxic MW in 15th. Let's see if I can speak to graded Vinny. Or how remember my commentator from last season used to call him Grandad Vinny. Grandad Vinny.
Oh, Grandad Vinny. Fair enough.
Yeah. And looks to be intermediates once again for Q3. Jeez, they're going to get used. Vinny, unfortunate there. Missed out on Q3 by a couple of tenths behind Button there. But it just shows, don't you? Because you were pole position last time in Hungary. 11th this time, which is not too bad. But still, as I said, very unfortunate to be knocked out by a couple of tenths. Is it what you expected? Did you expect to get into Q3, or are you happy where you are?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be hard to say I'm not disappointed with that, but I did think I probably had enough fuel to do one more lap, and my teammate and I was saying I think he might be alright, so I came in, but I don't know if I was going to get much better of a lap time, to be honest. And yeah, this is probably one of my worst tracks in the whole game, so I didn't expect to get too far into Q3.
Yeah, so all things considered, 11th is actually not too bad if this is the worst.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But yeah, I mean, taking it from 11th, the only thing I can hope for is, you know, I think at the start of this race it could bunch up a lot, and there might be a couple of folk that spin off up Rouge at the start, but we'll see. We'll see how the race goes.
Yeah, see how it goes. Sorry, I thought I'd just been called there. Don't think I have. Anyway, yeah, you got a 4th place finish last time out in Hungary. Decent result. I believe that was your best result in a long while, actually, because you had... oh, that's bad. Raikkonen left host. Left the session. Brutal. Can you invite him back in, please?
Yes, sir.
That's a bit bad. Yeah, you had a really good result in Hungary last time out, Vinny. Obviously, 11th, I was going to say 11th is good because of fresh tyres, but everyone's going to be on fresh tyres for the race because of the intermediates in this session. So, takes away that advantage. But what are you thinking for the race? Obviously, see how it goes, I guess?
Yeah, that's one thing just on the first point, mate, for Hungary there as well. What was frustrating is it's done it to me the last 2 sessions, but you guys know it's been happening as well. But at the start of the race, or before we start the race, the last Silverstone and Hungary, I've been kicked out, and it's kind of it threw me off. And I got pole on Hungary. I thought I looked quite quick in that, and when we started the race, I didn't realise that halfway during the first corner, when it brakes for you, it gave me control of the car, and then I just went off the track. That's how I lost. I went into 4th or 5th, but I just hope it doesn't do the same here again. But I mean, I'm glad it's dry for the race, but we'll see how we get on in the race.
Well, fingers crossed it doesn't happen this week. That the Raikkonen is lagged out is a little bit concerning, but we'll push on through. Brutal, any words to Vinny?
Only just let me invite Raikkonen. It's a bit odd.
Yeah, it does that.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not a track you're most fond of, then you know, you're not getting into Q3. It is a track where the safety cars are quite likely, so the race should be okay as long as you keep your nose clean, I think. So, are you confident at overtaking around here? Have you done any race practice?
I've not done any race practice this time round, but going from last season, I think I spun out last season, but that doesn't help. But yeah, I think overtaking down the straight is probably your best bet if you get a good exit off the Rouge. But
Yeah.
yeah, apart from that, it's difficult in Sector 2. Sector 2 is a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there's-
hard following through it, yeah.
yeah. I don't know
That's
what's
prob-
going to be
yeah.
like with the dirty air as well, mate.
Yeah, that's the problem I had, because I was running 2.7 wing, and the dirty air wash I was getting out, it was horrible. So, yeah.
Jeez.
Have you... Fordy's
Sorry.
like right up toxics, like, he's just getting a slipstream here.
Well, I'll let you get on to preparing for the race, Vinny. Again, hopefully the issues that we've had over the last couple of weeks do not happen again. But yeah, all the best in your race, and yeah, speak to you maybe at the end of it.
Fingers crossed, mate. Cheers.
All right, all the best.
Cheers, fella.
Yeah, 4D is just like getting a nice little toe off toxic here. They're not teammates or anything. Well, 4D's just...
Validated. I was going to say dirty air as well.
Yes, that's what I was thinking as well. But...
Right, so Duffer has set the early benchmark of a 55.1, but we have seen 54s on these intermediate tyres.
Track
Not the
conditions
fastest tonight.
could have got worse, you never know.
Potentially.
Cooper bends, loses the bracket, hits the wall again, loses an end plate.
Oh, jeez, that plate went flying.
That could have been
Right,
bad.
Toxic CW in the Renault has looked very, very quick in these conditions. He's run out of ERS. He's not going to have a burst to the line, but this lap looks pretty good to beat Duffer's early benchmarks. Are going to be 53s again. It is a 53.9 from Toxic CW. Very solid lap in the Renault there. Taking pole position, and DRS is enabled.
Oh.
Okay. Why is it enabled? It's still raining.
Does that mean it's dry enough for dries?
DRS. I don't know.
DRS is an
I really don't.
That
but it's
surely means
raining
dry.
still.
Yeah, it's only spitting. There's not a lot of spray coming off the sides.
Would
is
you
there?
though?
I would.
Would you though?
As soon as I see DRS enabled, I'm straight in pits.
It could,
5 minutes
what would
to
you
go.
do with Cooper Pence? He just got damaged. Do you reckon he will probably go for dries?
I mean, the track doesn't look that wet. I mean, obviously I'm not driving there, but like, even the spray coming off the tyres, there's hardly any spray coming up.
There is spray though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Like, no, DRS is enabled, so that would suggest to me that the track is getting drier.
Button goes
4
to
minutes
second.
To go. I would go for it.
Button was briefly second, and then it's just got pipped by Eagle. There's still a second off Toxic CW's time.
Yeah.
Shows what he's done on that, but the track looks to be changing all the time here. Love to see that two technical, well, they're not new drivers. I think, again, I don't know whether Alco Saints has been in RSF1 before.
Yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Raikkonen looks like he's jumping about a little bit. Slight bit, just a little bit. Nothing too bad, but just a little bit jittery.
See, I don't know who the host is now, because it would have changed from him.
It would be whoever joined second, I believe. So whoever's in here second.
40 goes second, 54.7. 3.5 minutes to go. Well, if you're out on track and you're considering dries, you've got to get back in sharpish.
I think it's into this. I think it's into this.
You think it's into, you don't think it's dries anymore?
I'm looking at a spray. Oh, Duffer lumps on the softs in the pits.
No, Duffer's looking at them.
Duffer's looking at the
He's
softs.
looking at them. You don't have much time to decide, to be honest.
He's probably looking at the deltas, isn't he?
Hmm.
If you can see the deltas coming down and down and down, why wouldn't you?
Buttons down on his time. What's he going to do? Is he going to go around again, or is he going to go into the pits? He's going into the pits. 2 minutes 40 left, though. That's not a long time
Stuff are going to come
to
out.
get in and back out. The new host is Marine Spider, apparently.
Well, everybody has an internet test in this league, so his
Yeah,
internet
so-
can't be awful.
Biggest test. Here comes Barry. Oh, big light up of the rears.
Still
Oh,
8
second though.
seconds. Duffer's out on the softs. So he wants a skyline.
Is Duffer going to take Eau Rouge and Radion? No, you're not. Is he going to take it flat? No.
No,
Is he the?
I mean,
I'm
when
in
you're in
front of him,
Duffer's
he's in front
position,
of him.
why wouldn't you go for it? DRS is enabled. You know,
Gamble though.
yeah, but if it pays off and everybody else isn't doing it, you got pole. He's just got to get
Audi, I
temperature.
think.
He's just got to get a temperature in the tyres and then.
Yeah, Raikkonen's not going to be challenging near the top, and he's far too late. He has to stay on the intermediate, so he's got to go for another run on the intermediate tyres. Sets a 2-minute 0.5. Alco Saints is the same. So only.
He's,
Oh, and Fordy's dropped it.
Is Skyline a bit late coming out there?
Alco Saints. I think it's going to go pole. He does. 53.7.
Track's quicker.
Track is getting quicker. It's getting much quicker. But the only ones on softs are Monster Skyline and
I
Duffel.
don't think Monster Skyline's going to get around in time. I think he's misjudged that.
Where is he? 50 seconds. He's got to moat around in very tricky conditions. I think you're right. I don't think it's
I
softs.
don't think he's done that. No, I think it is soft. I think he can have a lap on the soft. But I don't think
You're going to get around in
he's
time.
going to get
I don't
around in
think he
time.
is.
I think Duff will. Duff definitely will. Duff has just got to get temperature in the sides, he knows it as well as Barry.
53
Yeah.
from Barry.
Track's getting quick.
Oh, Cooper Benz! He's dropped it as he started his lap.
Oh no.
Oh, Williams has gone to pot. Skyline's not going to make it. He's still got... Yeah, he's 10 seconds away. He's not making it.
Duffer.
Duff made it on the softs. Right. This could be... Oh, he's got a car in front of him of Cooper Benz.
We'll get out of the way, surely, yeah.
How's Duff going to do it? How's Duff going to take
Come on,
this?
race the point.
Checker flag is out.
It's still pretty wet.
Oh, he's had to ease off so much.
Drop into 7th.
This is bogged down. Right.
Is that
So
good?
we've got Raikkonen next. Checker flag is out. No more time left.
This is
Where is
second
Raikkonen going to
down.
go? 6th. 6th though for Raikkonen, 54.8. Next is going to be the McLaren of Alco Saints, who has invalidated. So he is done. Barry's done as well. Eagle is only a couple of attempts up and has had a massive moment out of Stavilo. He's got barely any ERS left. Could this be Barry on for pole? Potentially. How's Eagle kept that valid? Very wide.
Into
Eagle
the
does...
pit.
He pits! I reckon he would have improved. I don't know why, but... So we got Duffalumber 6 tenths down on his own.
But hang on. Because this is where I'll probably be driest.
I don't know. Toxic's invalidated. So this is Barry's pole. Unless Duffer can do a magical last sector. Here he goes. He's going to get a little spurt. I think he's going to improve. Let's see. It's not going to challenge Barry, but does it improve?
He does. He goes
He
fifth.
does to 5th. Barry. Welcome back, Barry.
And Alco. Two
Two. Wow. That's a turn up for the books, isn't it?
And Cooper Benz, as he carried on his
Sweet.
no, he's got no from
No,
him.
he wouldn't have.
Front wing.
Wow. So, championship contenders both, knowing that Prost is 16th and may not score points unless he pulls something out the bag, are 4th and 5th, right next to one another. But they've got Toxic, Alco, and Barry ahead of them.
Makes for an interesting race.
Didn't see that coming. 40 and 6th, Raikkonen 7th, Button 8th, and then the two Williams 9th and 10th.
They have a good race.
So in the end, Brutal, Duffer only improved in the last sector. Because he was 6/10 down coming out the middle. He must have made a mistake somewhere.
No, I think the track was just wet, and I think that was all the difference was. The track came to him at the last sector. Yeah.
Wow. Well done. Barry, make sure you include your audio, please. So everyone can hear. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back
Thank
to
you very
RSF1. Am I fair in saying you're just as surprised as me that you got that pole position?
Very, but tyres, track condition, right place, right time. It's not pure pace. It's just I was the only car
You still
really
had to
out
be
there
there.
on track. Yeah.
You still had to be there to pick it up. And well, did you consider softs or dry tyres at any point when DRS was enabled?
I was
that
thinking
moment?
about it after. I was thinking about boxing literally as soon as I came back out on this set of inters because of my first run. I'd lost my front wing coming out of Palm, so I had to come straight back in to get that changed. And I was like, and then DRS was enabled when I was on my out lap, and I was like, do I come straight back in? But I decided no, I would just stick with the 2 runs, those tyres, like I'd been doing all the way through the sessions, and it was the right move.
Well done. Obviously, very different for the race now.
Yes.
Everyone on fresh tyres, so strategy is going to be interesting. Obviously, don't tell us what you're going to do because obviously we'll see anyway.
You will see.
But try not to give it
one
any
little tip. I'm changing my front wing back to my dry setup era.
Yeah, I was going to say. The other thing as well, we've had a couple of weeks of issues where people have been kicked out. Everyone is still here.
Good.
I counted the names on the right hand side. Everyone's still here.
That is
So it's
successful.
great to see it. Brutal. Any words for Barry here?
I'm lost. I'm lost for words.
It wasn't
Not
that
gonna
good.
But no,
It's
it
surprising.
is good to get a pole in those conditions because they are tricky, especially with corners like Eau Rouge and Pouhon. You know, it's not the easiest lap in the world. So, well done to you, mate.
Thank you.
And well, I think we're going to get a safety car in this race. So this should be interesting.
Admittedly, one thing I am thinking is this is probably the worst place on the calendar to pick up pole position.
Well, you say that though. You say that. In the races earlier this week, the person that has been leading past the Kemmel Straight and I can't think what it's called, the end of the long straight, has actually gone on to lead the first stint.
Well,
So
let's hope I
it's
can
not
continue that
be on
trend.
end all. I think only F1 last night had the guy in third slipstreamed the 2 ahead and then got into the lead. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Let's see.
Right, we'll let you prepare for your race.
Thank you.
Your first ever pole, I
First
think.
pole with RSF1, yes.
Yeah. So so well done on that, and have a good run.
You two guys. Cheers. Bye.
See you later, mate. Is that Corona, Michael? Is that coronavirus?
No, it's my throat's dry. My throat's dry at the moment.
Oh, is that not a symptom?
It was no. It's always. I had a particularly salty dinner. God.
All right,
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
Oh, fucking hell, all right.
Yeah. Plus, I did F1 last night where I was almost yelling and screaming. So
Interesting. Yeah, that would probably
hopefully
be.
for a calm one.
You're around Spa, mate. Not in the right place for that.
I know. This is gonna be interesting. I think there's gonna be a lot of. I haven't even seen Race Director yet, and obviously we'll see what tyres people are on, Brutal. But I reckon there's gonna be a rainbow. Or everyone's gonna be on softs, or everyone's gonna be on mediums. It's gonna be boring.
Nope.
There's got to be differences.
We've readied up.
Yep. Wow, what a surprise! So this could be an interesting one. You got Prost in 16th, championship leader. He's already said, see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's a different challenge for him. How is he going to cope from back there? Because it's the lowest qualifying by a long way. See how he does. Big chance for both Eagle and Duffer to catch some points on him. Brutal. So
Yeah.
then that brings pressure on them.
I'm going to have a look at race directs. Yeah, we got a rainbow. Some people are medium,
Oh,
some people...
look at that.
Yeah.
Right, take us through the grid.
So,
Our 18 driver strong
In
grid.
18th, we have Marine Spider in the AlphaTauri on medium tyres, going for that long strat. We got UK
He'll be
Demons.
host now.
Yeah, he will be host now. UK Demons in the Red Bull. He started from 17th on the medium tyres. Prost is going on the medium, so he's going for a long run with a bit of an aggressive end. MW is in the Ferrari in 15th on mediums. Charismic's going a bit aggressive from the start, starting on softs. Old Manzy in the Renault, starting 13th on the mediums, as well as Fishsticks in 12th, is also on the mediums. Graded Vinny. So you then got Graded Vinny in 11th, Cooper Benz in 10th, Monster Skyline in 9th, all starting on softs, so they're going quite aggressive at the start here. Then you have RSF1 Button in the Mclaren on the mediums, once again. A lot of people on the mediums actually. RSF1 Raikkonen in the AlphaTauri is in 7th, and he is starting on the softs. As well as 40 in 6th in the Mercedes. Dufferlamp is on the mediums, and he is the highest medium runner. As RSF1 Eagle is starting on softs. Toxic CW is starting on softs in 3rd. Alco Saints on his first race back. / first race, we're not quite sure. He's on the softs. And Barry on pole in the Ferrari on softs.
Good old Barry.
Good old Barry.
I just realised he's got a 4 instead of an A in his name.
Before A. What?
Before E23.
Before E23.
First race back. Welcome back, Barry. In the Ferrari as well. The Maranello team will be cheering him on. So, looking at those tyres, Brutal, obviously Duffer, I'm almost not surprised he's on the mediums, to be honest, because I feel he has the pace to maybe, but he's got to keep up with the 4 in front of him and be wary that you got Fordy and Raikkonen on softs. There obviously will be key to get past Duffer as soon as possible.
Yeah. I think we've also got to watch out for Cooper Benz and Monster Skyline on the softs in 9th and 10th. Prost going on a long run. It's just DRS trains they've got to watch out for here, I think. People like Prost.
Oh, that's a good camera. Thank you for the camera on board of Eagle there. As the last car goes into place, Marine Spider from 18th place in the AlphaTauri. I'm surprised we don't have that many on hard tyres there, Brutal, but here we go. For a race around Belgium, 22 laps. For the Belgian Grand Prix, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. And it's a decent start for the Renault in between. It's going to split the 2 leaders. It's Dr. CW who get punted by Eagle behind, who got caught out by the braking, and it's wing damage for Eagle straight off the start. Hunting Toxic CW.
There's the Mercedes and the Ferrari
And,
going side by side.
Yeah.
Well done, boys.
C40 and Barry. Alka Saints has taken the lead, but Toxic CW is in the slipstream. Coming down the Kemmel Straight, Alka Saints defends on the inside, moves to the back, middle of the road. Looking back, Alco defending for the lead of this race. Moves back across, Toxic CW trying to go edge through, but Alco retains the lead. Oh, frantic start, and Barry, pole position, is starting to drop down, a little bit of a lock-up as Eagle's struggling with that damage. Got 40 now pressurising him. This is real pressure for 40 right now. Not 40 right now, Eagle right now. Oh, and you can see, I think he's going to be pitting.
He's got it.
This is a real shame. Real shame for Eagle right now. As Barry's going to try to go around the outside. Nathaniel Chicane taps him though. And you got the midfield all bunching up right now as Eagle moves across.
That's
Barry, a bit of damage.
I would not be happy.
This train of cars right behind. Leaders are gone.
Leaders are gone.
Ordered them. Graded Vinny. Slipstreaming past. Button. Got a Williams and Fish Sticks going side. It's all getting a little bit rough and ready. As you got the Williams and Monster Skyline going around the outside of Button. What a move.
Good move.
Side by side though. Button trying to defend it. Cars everywhere.
There is cars everywhere.
Pits.
DRS enabled.
Ben's pits as well.
It's only lap 2, which is interesting, but I know that's a glitch, so I'm just going to ignore that.
Yeah. The timing thing.
Raikkonen. Oh no, don't worry. I'm confused.
Yeah, I was going to say I got confused there. I thought he was in fourth. Is he fourth? No, he's not.
So is Alco
Not
Saints in first? Right, okay.
Yeah. Alco Saints just ahead of CW at the moment, and they got a gap. Front two have gone ahead of the Mercedes. Of is that 40 in third? I think it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
Start from
Self
40.
out.
Grady Vinny's had a good start as well, like 5 positions behind Duffalump.
Yeah. Midfield all bunched up.
Prost already up into 11th as well on the mediums.
Yeah, kept his head. As did Graded Vinny up from 11th to 6th place. But Alco Saints leads from Toxic CW 40 up to 3rd, so he's had a solid start. Barry from pole position down to 4th place just got muscled out, didn't he, Brule?
He's got swamped.
Yeah. And you got Monster Skyline up to 7th place on those soft tyres. Let's go back to the tyres, see where we're at with that. So Duffalump still roundabout with the leaders, but he has dropped behind a little bit.
Yeah, it's not helped the situation with Eagle. It's all that wiggling all over the track, but you know.
Yeah. Marine Spider and Prost. Marine Spider just got by Prost. Toxic CW battling with and Toxic is actually in the pits, as is Prost. So Prost has got some damage. He didn't come out of it completely unscathed. So both Alfa Romeos are going to be at the back of this grid, Brutal.
Is he going to change wings? Yep. He's got
Toxic CW going for the lead. Going for the lead.
Going for the lead. Going for the lead. Going for the lead. Alco defends it
Alco.
with the switcheroo. Fair enough.
Thought there was going to be contact. My camera was not being very kind to me.
40.
Toxic
Slowly
takes
catching.
the lead.
Slowly catching.
Yeah, these two. I think Toxic was probably realising 40's catching us, so need to get on with it. They're 3 seconds ahead of Barry, who start to drop off a little bit. We need to get into a rhythm. Stuffer, Vinny, Skyline into 7th, Button. Sticks old Manzi Raikkonen dropped to 11th on those soft tyres.
I would just like to point out the fact that Toxic's used most of his ERS there to get past, and he still is using his overtake button.
Wants to get a gap ahead, doesn't he?
Well, the thing is, he's now only got like around 10%, and you've got Alco behind him with 70%. You know, I don't think Alco's panicking.
Not being dropped.
Yeah, he's not panicking.
Well, because he knows.
Yep.
He knows, doesn't he? As soon as he gets to the Camel Straight, he can slipstream back past again.
Look how close he is, and look at the ERS difference. Alco's going to come straight back past him here.
Yeah, CW. But Alco's right up the gearbox.
Not even using ERS here. He's just cruising up. Now he uses overtake, and
here he goes.
He can't use overtake. Toxic can't use overtake. And that's the difference between being patient and just using too much overtake. That's the difference. It's the thing about this game. You just have to be so patient with everything.
Yeah. All this swapperoo is just allowing 4D just to close back in. There's that Mercedes in 3rd place. Also, Barry is back into a rhythm now. Gap stabilising around 2.5 seconds.
Yep.
Next closest battle is Skyline on the back of Vinny for 6th place.
Skyline said to me at the beginning, in the party I was in with him before the race, he said, if I can get 5th, I'll be happy.
Oh, hang on, sorry, Toxic was looking at the inside of Fania chicane, almost pushing Alco on the edge of P1, so these two are still locked in battle.
Close.
Ooh. See, again though, Alco is being very tactical about this, whereas Toxic's like, I want to get past him, I want to get past him.
40's now
Too much
joining the
ERS.
opportunity.
Yeah, look. That Mercedes creeping closer.
See, Duffer is dropping back from Barry, but you got to remember he's on medium tyres. He's going to be on these for a while. He's not too far. These three are going to become a DRS train in a minute.
Yeah. At 5 for this
Toxic,
race now.
and CW is clearly the weakest in terms of ERS deployment here, so he's in a bit of an ERS sandwich.
Now is Alco going to be close enough to make a move back on? No, CW going to be close enough for the move back.
I mean, he's trying to use overtake. He's got 3% ERS left. It's not going to happen, my friend. It's not going to happen. You've got to now have to save laps of lean mixture along the straights, trying to save your ERS, because otherwise you're not going to be able to change it. So he runs slightly wide and gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah. MW, his teammate, meanwhile sets the fastest lap of the race.
CW looks faster.
Surprising.
Looks faster in the corners.
No surprise again, W sets the fastest lap. As Cooper Benz past turn 1.
That's what?
Has dropped it.
He's dropped it. How's he?
Look where his
And
dot is.
DNF'd.
All CW, very quick through P1's going to go on the outside for the Fania chicane. This is a interesting overtake opportunity. Alco Saint shuts the door.
Well defended. And he gets a great exit.
Crash it for Cooper Benz.
Gets a great exit there.
Oh, 40! 40 dropped into the wall. Oh, there's a virtual safety car with the damage. Can you get Raikkonen back in, please?
Yes.
40's going to have to pit. Virtual safety car might actually help him out. Are the two leaders going to pit? No, they're not. 40 has to. Now, such a shame for 40. He was in a solid 3rd place, but this virtual might help him, but it will minimise the damage.
Would minimise the damage. He can now go on to hards. He's not going on to hards. He's going on to mediums. So, yes, so the virtual safety car's just ended. He's not going to drop as far back as, say, Prost or Eagle. So it has helped him out quite a lot.
Even with the wind change?
Yeah, he's
Raikkonen's trying back.
He's not. He's nowhere near the Alfa Romeos in terms of.
But on mediums, though.
Yeah, I think he could get to the end.
Skyline looking at the back of graded Vinny. Oof. Thinking about it. Didn't get too close. With the back of him as Old Mandy's moved into 8th place Fast Fristics. That has now moved Barry back into 3rd place, but he's slowly being caught now by Dufferlump.
Yeah.
The intervals go.
I think the mediums are starting to come into their own now. You lose your advantage around lap 5 or 6.
Yeah, seeing the F1 race last night, as you say, it was around about lap 6, lap 7. Soft starting to lose their edge.
Yeah.
And that's where the mediums can come into play. So Dufferlump's going to have to start making moves now.
See, Toxics, I think he would be better off dropping back. Saving the ERS and then just trying to get him on pure pace. But I think he's just so...
Still got such a low amount.
Yeah, he's not using that DRS. If he could just, I don't know, keep it as standard mixture, he would stay in the 1 second where he needs to be. He just needs to save it. I think he's using it out of this corner just to keep with him, and it's just... No. And then now you've got no deployment along the straight, and then Alco could just use, I don't know, a 5% burst, and
Skyline is going to have a move on Vinny in the slipstream past Eau Rouge and Radion. Is using the ERS in the overtake, but he's only just going to ease Pi into 5th, I think. Yep.
gets fast, nice move. But again, he's low on ERS again, so he's now got to somehow try and catch up to Duffalump, as well as saving that ERS. Marine Spider is in the pits.
An awful time. I think he's got wing damage again. Yep. Not having a good first few races of his RSF1 career.
No, he's just not saving the ERS.
For those that pitted early, both the Alfa Romeos went on to hard tyres.
So they're going
Toxic
to the end.
Toxic NW though in the softs. CW again in that run are using just a little bit of overtake. You need to be starting saving because Alco says he's just got 50%. He's managing this. I mean, it's only gradual from CWs every now and again just to try and keep up with Alco, but like there,
like now it's to the point where if Alco uses a burst here, he's going to lose DRS.
And he does. Didn't get a good exit though. Whereas CW using a heck of a lot just to try and keep in.
And he'll be in Rich Mix now, and he will hit 0 because Rich Mix does use ERS naturally, and he's still hitting his overtake button. You're on 1%. You're on 0 now. You have none, and you're still using overtake. Turn your overtake off.
None. There you go.
Bloody hell.
Brutal's getting very frustrated.
Just turn the bloody thing off.
Right, so lap 8 of this race now, and this is where the softs, even fresh softs, might even start to consider the pit at this point.
Yeah.
As Charismic has just eased by Fish Sticks for 9th. Charismic on those soft tyres, moving forward. Still an intriguing strategic race going on here, Brutal, at the moment.
Oh my God.
There's a yellow flag.
Toxic.
Oh, CW! He's
got no
dropped it
damage.
through
He
on
hasn't-
any
he
damage.
hasn't got any damage.
But that's eased the pressure on Alco Saints now. But Barry right under his gearbox. It's a shame for CW.
Yeah.
That's just caught on the curb. You think his tyres are maybe a little bit worn because he's been battling with Alco?
Maybe. And again, he's in the same situation with Barry. He's got no ERS. He's gone in the pits.
Oh.
And so's Barry. He's followed
Barry
him.
in as well.
So undercut.
Line.
He's going for the undercut.
Vinny in as well. Oh, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Yeah, good one, Vinny. Charismic in as well. So all the softs runners, apart from Alco Saints in the lead, all pit. They're all going to go on medium, surely. Yeah, they all are.
He's going to push, yeah, Alco's pushing. Using a little bit of ERS on the straight.
Mediums for everyone.
He's got
once again.
The thing is, he's got a 4-second buffer to when.
Ooh.
What?
Skyline has gotten closer to 40. I think 40. Wait, is this 40? Because he had the wing damage, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's dropped back. He's not going to be under pressure from Skyline and the Williams.
You going to go for it? No.
Yeah, that would have been optimistic.
That would have been optimistic.
Right, so we still have Toxic CW in a net second, Barry in a net third, and then 40, Skyline and Vinny. In that order. And then you've got Eagle, who's only 3.5 seconds off of that, despite his wing damage from earlier on.
Yeah. Looking at gap to leader, Eagle is 32.3 off the lead, and Prost is 39 off the lead, so not actually that far off. I don't know what a pit stop is around here. Mid-20s? 20 seconds?
Alco pits.
Yeah. I mean, he had the buffer, so... I mean, why not?
Surely he's going to retain the lead.
Yeah, he'll retain net
keep an eye.
lead. He'll retain net lead. He'll come out in front of CW. No wing change. Straight back out.
Put Stuffalump in the lead.
Yeah. So where's CW in all of this?
PW's behind the Red Bull of UK Demons, and I think Alco's going to slot in between.
Miles in front, so...
Nice. It's because of the mistake
He's
CW
lost a bit of time, but at the end of the day, he's now got 1 lap fresher tyres, so...
Raikkonen fastest lap of the race.
Skyline, very close to 40.
Slipstream.
And front
Oh, wow.
lines.
Look at the difference.
See you later.
That's no ERS either. That's just DRS by itself.
Yeah.
Body must have had a huge mistake out of turn 1 or past Eau Rouge, as Eagle has just got by been passed by Charismic. Eagle's just trying to do something out the hard tyres, but I know we're only on lap 10 at the moment. Still plenty of this race. A safety car could really bunch everything else up, but at the moment, Alfa Romeo look very vulnerable.
Very.
And what did I say at the start of the stream? How the Alfa Romeo out of Hungary had a good lead, as CW is on the back of Demons. Demons is struggling to hold him off. I said at the end of Hungary, yes, Alfa Romeo took a big step, but things can change very, very quickly. And yes, Duffer's racing by himself tonight, but at the present moment, points for Alfa Romeo look very, very slim.
Yeah. Realistically, if they're going to get points, they're going to be not a lot of points.
They need a safety car.
Yeah, they need a safety car, so...
Skyline fastest lap of the race. Skyline's race pace looks quite impressive here, Brutal, to be honest.
Yeah.
Heading his way through. He's now up in the back behind Barry. He's cleared the 2 Mercedes. He's now looking at the back of Barry here. Yellow flag.
That's Marine Spider again. Eagle with a penalty. That's not going to help him get the points. Is that Toxic MW starting to put a bit of pressure on Eagle as well?
Toxic MW on those softs, who will be pitting soon, actually.
Yeah.
So would he been on them 7 laps?
Alco now is going to have the issue of trying to get past the already...
Alco's left.
What?
Alco's left. Alco's left the session.
Oh no.
They invite him back. I did not see that he left, and he's gone. Oh, what a shame for Alco. He's in a comfortable position for the lead, and now he's disconnected from the race, and this is a real shame for Alco Saints. And then Vice, hopefully he joins back in.
I've invited him
quickly. We did lose our host, so where's he? I was gonna say, is he back? With the AI was putting CW under big pressure.
By the way, you Demons, Ferrari, what's the Skyline?
He is trying to cars here, yeah. Hopefully this doesn't cause any issues, but you got Barry who's trying to get past Demons. CW is through.
Demons trying to get past as well.
Marine Spider, who's a lap down from CW, is actually going to unlap himself. I was wondering whether there was another car there. Marine Spider, who's in 17th, actually causes some trouble. There's contact.
No, I think there might be a little bit of end play damage, not a huge amount, but...
No, I don't think there is. UK Demons is recording something that's also hampering Skyline, so Skyline is losing a lot of time. This really is gutting.
Yeah.
Such a show. Jesus. So that's given Barry a little bit of breathing room.
It has.
Also brought Audi into play as well. Audi's got
Marine
by.
Spider's just unnecessarily blocking CW, is that?
He unlapped himself with the Camel straight.
Now blocking him.
Oh, don't. Come on. Back out of it, Marine. That's hampered CW.
A little bit, yeah, it has.
Name wants gap to lead, and I know why, because his driver Duffalump is still leading this race in the medium tyres. Alco Saints joins back. So Alco has lost good several seconds here.
Yeah.
Barry's now been hampered by the AlphaTauri. The AlphaTauri's just getting in the way. This is not good to see. Really just let the whole pack through, to be honest.
Is he going to defend? No.
No, he's not defending that well, but Skyline's got past Demons.
It's now Skyline's
Right.
in net P3.
But he has lost time with all that going on. Is Alco back in his car? He is, but he's got that red bar thing. Not looking good for him, but still. How many laps have we got left? We've got 9 laps of this race left, so still some time.
I'm interested to see where Duffalump comes out compared to this.
I was thinking when he pits as well, because
It'll probably
softs.
be lap 14, 15.
And the intervals are gone, so
Yeah.
had the gap to leader previously, but
Oh, there's 40s on the back of Demons. Up the inside.
oh my
That was
goodness!
a late move. That was a really late move from Demons there.
5-second penalty for Marine Spider ignoring blue flags, and I'm surprised it's taking that long. And the outside from 40 on UK Demons. Just going to go through. He's going to be under pressure because Demons are out DRS potentially on the way back.
And Monster Skyline's losing out because of this AlphaTauri once again.
He's not letting guys through, is he, to be honest?
No.
Well, I say this, he's not making it easy.
No. As he's got another 5
5
seconds for
penalty.
going blue flags. Oh my god.
Oh,
Good reactions from
breaking on the
Skyline
racing line. Can you clip that for me, please? Yep. Right, so Toxic CW is now catched up to the back of Fistix, who's yet to pit. Currently when Duffer...
Oh! Was that Charismic?
Oh,
Charismic spun.
that is. Just through P1. Yellow flag, but no safety car. Safety car would be very interesting at this point.
Toxic CW's all over the back of Fish Sticks, but once again, no ERS once again.
See, when Duffer pits, I think where he's going to be around where Eagle is, I think. To be honest, as CW puts off a good move on Fish Sticks, but Fish Sticks pits anyway, as does Old Manzi on those medium tyres. So where... I'd say wherever Old Manzi and Fish Sticks end up brutal, that will give us an indication where Duffer will end up.
No.
Because he was about 8 seconds ahead of him. What I'm saying.
Well, Duffer's 6 seconds. Yeah.
Alco Saints is recovering
I
from
think
his lag
it'll
out.
come out. I think Duffel will come out around 9th, around Eagle.
Bad where Eagle is.
Yeah.
Alco Saints, slipstream on the back of the Mercedes. Oh, that's a lunge. Contact, but
Pulled it
no
off.
damage. And
Pulled it off.
nice. Rough pass, but he's probably got red mist in front of him at the moment. That lag out.
Yeah. He's run deep. Held it.
He's back into 7th.
And
He's now got the
the
Alpha
Alpha
Tower
Tower
in
is in front of him.
It's just causing everyone an annoyance at this rate. Not good to see. Yeah, so Eagle has got into the points, but again, he's trying to take those hard tyres to the end, trying to get something from this. Another 5-second penalty.
Oh!
The Mercedes should be able to get by as well. Duffel pits, as does Button. So this will be key. Toxic is going to lead this
I
race.
think he's going to come out around Eagle. Hopefully, he'll come out in front of Eagle in kind of that little gap of air for his race.
Yeah, but he's then going to be on softs and
flying.
I
Yeah,
think.
he might come out ahead. In fact, is he going to come out? How's he done that? He's going to come out ahead of Alco.
Very nice. 5th place. That's worked out brilliantly.
So he is actually only 7 seconds off the lead.
With 6 laps to go. So second a lap on Toxic
But
CW.
Alco is
Who's going to be battling at some
he's
point.
pushing. He's coming fast.
Oh, hello. DRS. Yeah, because Duffelham didn't have the momentum up the hill, did he?
No.
Oh, this is all... Boy, so it's up to Duffelham now. He has the tyres and the pace. He's just got to do the overtaking, doesn't he? One at a time.
Yeah.
Ross, meantime, 13th place at the moment.
And Eagle is
8th. Holding off Raikkonen for 8th. Which in the grand scheme of things, if he can hold on to 8th place for it, well, I think he'll take that.
Yeah, he's got two
Take any
people.
points.
He's got a lot of people behind him that are just on faster tyres and newer tyres as well. So
There is Raikkonen putting Eagle under pressure.
where is Marine Spider now? He's
Right near his teammate actually. As Skyline. Skyline's on absolute roll at the moment because catching up to Barry's
staying
the front.
with Toxic as well. So
Well, look at the ERS. It's back to the point of the ERS.
yeah,
CW is looking very vulnerable. Barry on 60%. Skyline 35%. Penalties. We'll do lap 19.
Yep.
Just had a request. As Raikkonen is within DRS and slipstream. He's not got much ERS left. On Eagle. You're going to go for a lunge around the outside. No,
quite.
not close enough. Duffelham as well has still not got past Alco Saints. Alco Saints holding him back.
Got to use those soft tyres in the middle sector.
Oh, Barry! Oh, Scarlett as well! They both dropped it!
Oh no!
Both dropped it at P1. Both around. Skyline managed to hold it just, but he's got damage. Barry, though, has dropped to 9th. Oh, they both lost it in unison. Fordy's up into 2nd. He's going to move Alco back into 3rd.
Oh, Alco, that's opportunistic.
Oh, got a lovely camera angle. That was almost synchronised.
This Duffer, is he going to use this to get past Skyline?
Surely Skyland is sitting duck now.
He's got
Did Barry get damage out of that?
He's got a pit, hasn't he?
Barry didn't get damage out of that.
Or is he just going to go for damage limitation and stay out? Oh, he's got a pit. Okay.
Yeah. Ah,
Can't
cannot
get a
get the
break.
luck, can he?
Cannot get a break.
Full weeks in a row.
There's now Duffer is
That's
all
moved
over the back of Alco.
You know what it's done? It's moved Eagle to 6th. It's moved Eagle to 6th.
Yep.
Oh boy. Frost up to 12th.
11th.
Button pit.
Oh my god!
Alco! Alco's dropped it! No! Just past Eau Rouge. And Radion, virtual safety car. Oh my god.
Oh, and Marine Spider. Was that something to do with Marine Spider?
Might have been. How's that not a full safety car? I don't know.
Because there's only 4 laps to the end.
Jeez, that's a huge accident. Frost is in 10th. How's he done that?
Eagles in 5th.
I know. Wow, so that puts Toxic CW in the lead. A very comfortable position, 14 to 2nd. The Mercedes are looking good for a haul of points, aren't they?
Yeah.
2nd and 4th. Duffel up now. Into 3rd on those soft tyres when this VSC is over. Which it is now. That midfield looks insane still.
Yeah, all very close.
Raikkonen also looking on for a good result. In 6th at the moment, still within striking distance of Eagle, but not close enough for a move just yet. Barry's recovered. Barry didn't get any damage out of that, was very lucky to not have damage, so he's still in 7th. Got Old Manzi on soft tyres moving forward as well. Grismick in 9th, and then Prost, who is holding back both Red Bulls for a point at the moment.
Yeah. So Toxic CW.
Penalties.
Yep, I'll have a look.
Do penalty, please.
Yep. So Toxic CW. Oh. Okay. So Toxic CW has one penalty, 2 warnings. 4D has no penalties. That could be interesting.
Ooh.
Duffer has no penalties. Graded Vinny has 1 penalty. Eagle has 1 penalty, 1 warning. Raikkonen has 5 warnings and no penalties, so he's got away with that.
Huh?
Barry, 1 penalty. Old Manzi,
Raikkonen could be in 4th.
2 penalties. Charismic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 warnings.
Oh, Jesus.
Ow. Prost has 1 penalty. Fish Sticks has 1, 2, 3 penalties. Demons has 1 and 2 penalties. Toxic MW has no penalties. Skyline has 2 warnings. Button has 1 warning. And that's Alco Saints, and all the rest are out of the race.
Oh.
So basically,
So-
4D has to just get into 3 seconds and he could win this race. Or
Yeah,
Duffer
and I
has
just
to get past 4D and get within 3 seconds to win this race.
I think Duffer is the more likely scenario here, because I don't think 40 has the pace to catch CW at this point.
Come on, race the point!
Grismick pits. Moves Prost into 9th. Grismick actually retires. Moves the Red Bulls, or Red Bull Fish Sticks into 10th. Right behind Prost, actually.
Right.
And is actually overtaken.
Duffer, you've got to get past
Prost.
him now. Well past him. Back into the racing line. Lovely.
That both Mercedes
Was that Eagle up into
been
the fourth?
passed. Yeah.
How's he done that?
I don't know. When he got damage.
No, he doesn't.
No, he
so
doesn't.
Duffer now
But
has to
Raikkonen,
use-
right?
Yeah.
Raikkonen doesn't have a penalty.
Does
He
he
could
not?
be in 4th. No.
I think he did.
Oh, Skyline.
Has he crashed?
He's out of the Fanya chicane. Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Raikkonen, no. He's got a penalty himself.
Oh no.
Now he has to overtake. I was going to say he didn't. Now he does.
So Dufferlump
But
basically
now-
has to really go for this now.
Yeah. And CW has got no ERS. He is on the limit of it.
Yeah, and Duffer can use his ERS. He's got to make the most of that.
Tectra said Toxic has another penalty, but was that MW or was that CW? The confusion. Double check. Dufferlump fastest lap of the race. He's on it.
Yeah, no, so he's still only one penalty.
So that was MW that got the penalty just then.
Yeah.
Tectra Lloyd in the chat getting confused.
So he just needs to get within 3 seconds to win this race, Dufferlump.
Yep. Eagle still under pressure from Vinny.
So Eagle
And from
catching
Raikkonen.
40? How is this possible? He's been on those laps 18 laps. He's been on those tyres 18 laps.
He has pace though. We know he has pace.
We know he has pace, but tyre wear's a thing.
I've just had a thought
Yes.
here. Does Fordy have a penalty? Well, he doesn't, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. I was gonna say, who looks in the strongest position for third here? Lap and a half to go. Duffer has got it down to 3.6 seconds. He's got another 6 tenths to find in a lap and a half.
He can do it.
Got way more ARS than what CW has.
Just needs
It's
to
been the
use
story
it.
of this race for
He
Toxic.
just needs to use it. Duffer just needs to
Yeah.
come off of this curve and whack that overtake button on.
He needs this win. He needs this win.
He's just
Prost has got no points at the moment.
He's not.
Oh no, Prost is on a point.
He's not using the ERS. I don't think he knows that there's a penalty in front of him.
3.9 seconds.
Duffer, if you're watching,
Just gotta hold him off.
get your ERS button ready, mate. Because you're gonna have to use it.
No bias. No bias at all. Raikkonen with an outside move. What a move. On rated Vinny. Oh no, he locked tyres. I think they locked tyres. I don't think that was Raikkonen pushing. I think that was locking of tyres, but Raikkonen's got the move anyway.
Now he's using all the ERS in the world.
Last lap of the race. 3 tenths is the gap.
He's burning it. He's burning it.
He's probably been told by Shane, get on with it. Shane's like, come on, dump your ERS.
He's 2.9.
Overtime penalty.
Eagle.
Eagle.
Eagle's up into third.
Eagle moves into third.
But he won't be third. He's got a penalty.
Yeah, and 40 doesn't have penalties, does he?
No. So 40, don't do anything silly here.
Has 40 got a podium this season? No, he's not. Would be 40's first podium.
Come on, Duffer.
Yellow
Oh,
flags, that's
button.
Button at the back of the field had a connection with Demons, I think.
Duffer's not inside 3 seconds anymore.
3.1.
It's on the borderline.
So close.
There's no ERS left for Toxic. He knows as well. He's got to be 3 seconds in front, right?
Look how close it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's a 10th minute.
He's now dumping his ERS. He's about to gain about 3 tenths along this straight alone.
Yeah, because CW is still using the ERS, but he's got none of it left.
So, it's the same for. Basically, it's all down to if he screws this last corner up, which looks like he doesn't.
I think Duffer's going to get it.
Duffer's going to get it.
CW takes it on the line, but Duffer by half a second and a fastest lap. On the last lap, Duffer takes the win in Belgium. Is Eagle going to hang on to third? I don't think he does. No, 40 goes to third. Vinny 5th. Raikkonen 6th. Barry ends up 7th, just ahead of Old Manzi. Frischtick's 9th. Prost
9th.
gets 9th actually, ahead of Frischtick's. Does MW move up? No, he doesn't. Demons also doesn't move up. So Prost ended up with 2 points from that race.
How Alfa Romeo have managed to claw that many points out of that race?
Eagle got 4th.
Yeah. Amazing job.
Clap to Eagle on 4th. How has he pulled that off? But
That's got to be a DOD
Dufferlump with the
performance, I think.
victory. Dufferlump with the victory. He's done what he needed to do. With Prost down in 9th, he has gained back on the Alfa Romeos. He's recovered strongly after no points in Hungary there, Brutal.
Yeah.
Great response.
Great response.
Prost gets driver of the day. On the game, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Could be one of the options in the Twitter vote later on, but there's so many in that race I feel sorry for.
Yeah.
Alco Saints for the disconnect. Barry, Monster Skyline, both synchronizing, losing it at Beyond there. And
Good to see the pink panther up
Eager
there.
as well. Eager as well for the start.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? He clearly had the pace tonight to keep in that fight on the hard tyres and still end up 4th. Blimey. Duffer back on the winner's rostrum. That is, looking at my... This is 4th win of the season.
Blimey.
More than Eagle and Prost put together. Might add. So there's the result. Take a screenshot of the results, please, without penalties if you can. Anything we gotta do. So there we go. Duffalump with the victory and the fastest lap as well. So that's 26 points to his name. That's exactly what he needed to do. Toxic CW in 2nd place. Good battling to potentially get the victory. Half a second was all it was from himself and Duffalump in the end. It's a very hardly fought. And 4D picks up his first podium of the season. Mercedes have done very well, 3rd and 5th. Eagle in 4th. Somehow recovered 4th after connecting front wing at the start. Raikkonen with a solid result in 6th. I think that's his best result as well. Barry, you got to feel for him as well. Podium look strong. With Old Manzi, Prost and Fishsticks rounding up the top 10.
What a race. And no safety car.
Hmm. Where's 40?
I've sent him an invite. There we go.
Oh, it's got a message. Invite again. There we go. Right, make sure you tick the box, guys. Include your audio. There should be a box at the top of the party. If you just tick that, please, so everyone can hear you. Hear your thoughts after that race. So, how should we do this? I'll do 3rd, you do 2nd, and I'll do the winner.
Yeah, cool. Go for it.
Sweet. So, 3rd place, 40. Welcome to the rostrum, because I believe that is your first podium of the season. How do you feel about that?
Let's put it this way. I was definitely not expecting it because it's not a track I like. But it feels very nice after the little episode of last week when everything happened and I wasn't happy, and bit of a booster, bit of a confidence boost.
Yeah, very good race from yourself. Seem to be battling mostly in the midfield with your teammate Graded Vinny in that race. Obviously, you had Eagle around you. You had Monster Skyline as well, and obviously you had the others as well around that drop back. Unfortunately for them, but you were there in the right place at the right time, and obviously lack of penalties also brought you up ahead of Eagle despite him passing you on the last lap. As you say, first podium of the season. This is going to give you a lot of confidence going forward.
Oh, definitely. It's nice that me and Vinny managed to, Vinny finished 5th, so it's nice points combined for us all, really, for the whole team and that. But it was I didn't think I'd get it because obviously I got up to 3rd early on in the race, and then I was pushing to catch whoever was 2nd at the time, and then he ended up, I don't know how it didn't retire me, hitting the wall. So I had to pit lap 6, I think it was, on mediums, and obviously changed the wing. And then,
I forgot you had that off earlier on.
yeah, after that I
Change your
thought,
front wing.
if I finish, top 6, I'll be happy after that. And then it was a bit lucky how I got it, because there was an incident between, I think it was 2nd and 3rd, which got me past 2nd. And then as soon as I seen Duffer was on the softs, I thought, if I can hold him off, there was nowhere I was, because he had 85% wear on my tyres. So it was a matter of trying to keep them, without bursting him or without getting any sort of damage.
Yeah.
And then when he passed, I thought I'll just leave him go, and I knew was it Eagle? Eagle was going to get past me, but obviously he had the penalty, and I was one warning off myself. So it was just a matter of taking it easy and keeping within the 3 seconds, really. And that was it.
Well, I have to say, you always remember your first podium and then your first win. You'll definitely remember your first podium, but by the sounds of it, if there's more down the line, and I think there will be, from you, 40, definitely one of your best podiums.
Oh,
by the sounds of it there.
It was a bit of a lucky one, but it was also well managed by myself, so it was a bit of both came into play, really.
Yeah, it is luck, but it's also, as I said with Barry, because he said he was lucky to get pole when I interviewed him at the end of the qualifying. You still got to be there.
Exactly.
Still got to be there to pick up. Yeah. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. You just got to be there when it does. So. And good points for you and Vinny. I believe that overtakes Williams. Aren't you?
Yes, I think.
Because I drive for Williams, so I'm slightly annoyed about that. Back into 3rd place in the constructors. Is that something that you and Vinny are potentially aiming for? I don't know whether you're even crossed your mind.
That's what we've been saying. It's obviously we want to finish well, but we also we both say if we both finish in the points, we're happy. You know what I mean? We both finish in
overall
the points,
constructors as well.
We're happy, and then we're getting the points. The team are getting the points. That's all that matters, really.
Yeah, overall constructors as well, because of course Mercedes are still winning at the moment, and I believe they still would be at the end of this week. So
yeah, it's just about
good stuff.
Trying to keep it going for the boys. There's been a lot of help with setups and stuff like that, so it's nice to repay the favour.
Yeah. Anything from you, Brittle? 240.
Well done on the podium, mate. Especially after that off. I mean, a lot of people had offs, and normally it tends to write people's races off. But you had a good recovery drive. Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yes. Congratulations, 3rd place, 240 in the Mercedes. So moving on, Brutal, invite. Interview. You too.
Toxic CW, 2nd place. First of all, are you happy with that?
I know. I have it in between.
In between.
4th lap, I think it was. I was chasing down the Saints. I lost it in the downhill left-hander. Almost hit the wall, kept it. And then I just lost the whole second. If I kept that on track there, I think I could probably got first. So I'm annoyed at myself for that, but it's P2.
Yeah. You had a quite an interesting battle with Saints earlier in the race, and I kept on seeing your ERS was so low. I was saying on the stream, I just kept saying on the stream, I was like, save the ERS, you might have because he was on like 80, I think it was, what was it, Michael? He was constantly on like 50-60%. It was a good race from you. It was just a shame about the penalty. I think that without the penalty, because you won on track, so yeah, without the penalty, it would have been
It was from the start when I was chasing him, saying he wasn't the fastest in the corner, so I was pushing, I was right behind him, and then I had to kind of move a little bit in case I hit him, and then I just picked up a penalty, so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a good result for you and the team. how are you feeling about the next race?
Singapore, isn't it?
It's Italy, I believe.
Monza.
Monza, yeah.
Alright, I don't know. I'm decent at it. It's a fast-paced track, part of that first corner, I like it. It's just, if I can do what
Yeah.
I'm doing, start roughly first to third row, should be good. Hopefully, anyway.
Yeah, well, anyway, well done for second place, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Anything else, Michael? Would you like to ask?
No, well done on your second place. Toxic, I believe your first podium is only your fourth race, I believe. So, still new into RSF1. So, obviously, you're still trying to just embed yourself into the league. How do you think it's going so far?
Alright, I mean, it's been wobbly. 1 week I'm doing alright, next week I'm no. It's just, I've roughly got the idea of who's the ones to watch out for and what to be doing, and I've just, the league's so much different compared to the other one. It's better for the better sake, so it's alright. I think I'll be hopefully in the points next week as well.
Well done on your second place.
Yeah, cheers.
So, moving on to the winner, Duffel Lump in the racing point. You'd done exactly what you needed to do in this race, especially after a very difficult Hungarian Grand Prix last week. And I think it was 13th, I believe, for yourself. Obviously a difficult point for Racing Point as well. But once again, the tides have swung back into the Pink Panther team for Tier 4 in your battle against Alfa Romeo, but yourself especially, with Prost down in 9th, Eagle somehow getting 4th, but still you gained more points on him. So it's 34 going into this, 26, 8 points it will be going into Monza. My maths are correct, so you must be very, very happy with that result.
Yeah, I needed a good result. The pressure was on a bit because obviously the gap after last week just shot right up. But yeah, it went well. I didn't know what strategy to go on, but everyone kept changing. I was looking at race director, and everyone just kept changing, and I just decided to stick with the mediums. So it worked. When I pitted, I came out. I didn't think I'd win, to be fair, because I knew Toxic was right up the road. Alco got back past me, but yeah, it was difficult the last 2 laps to try and like reel that gap in. But yeah, it went well.
Yeah, obviously unfortunate race for your rivals, but again, you wouldn't complain because you picked up the points, picked up the results, and that's what you needed to do. Did you know that Toxic CW ahead of you had that? I'm guessing you must have known.
Yeah,
if Shane was in the party.
I had like, I think I had Diggles, Grunt, Camo, Shane, Snow joined at the end. There's a couple of others there as well, and they were all just going, just go. But no, I got it down to 2.5 seconds on the last lap, probably in sector 2. So I thought, I'll ease off a bit, and then we got to like just before the back straight, and it was back up to over 3 again. I was like, oh no. But luckily, I guess he had no ERS because I took like 4/10 out of him on the on that back straight. So, but no, it was good. It was a good one. I did enjoy it. I just tried to stay out of trouble because I've never finished Spa before. So,
oof.
Yeah, I mean, qualifying was an absolute like. I couldn't qualify in the wet at all, and then I gambled just softs at the end, but they only came in like sector 3. I gained like more than a second in sector 3 and managed to improve, but like 1 more minute those softs would have been perfect.
What are your thoughts heading to Monza? Temple of speed, but also temple of track limits.
I don't even know.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know because my good tracks are gone now. Like today, this isn't a good track for me. Monza last
Not a good
season.
track for you. You won.
I know,
Yeah, well, I've never finished before though. So, and it's,
Yeah,
it's
you
the same
said.
with Monza. Last season, I crashed on lap 1 at the Les Moves, so I didn't even do
I
half
think I
the
remember
lap.
that.
Yeah, it was.
I think I remember that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I've probably only got 2 good tracks coming up for the rest of the season now, to be honest.
Well, I was gonna say the races that you have finished. You have the lowest you finished is 4th in the 9 or so races, I think, because you did join late in the season, or late-ish.
Yeah,
lowest you've been is 4th.
Well, except for last week, I was 13th.
Oh yeah, of course. Lowest you finished in the points is 4th.
Yeah.
So
That was Zandvoort. I think
But
that's my first race.
I think you got a 4th somewhere else as well.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, I think.
My things are correct.
Yeah.
But you know ebbs and flows of a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, your battle with Alfa Romeo is a prime example, because Romeo got good points last week. I think you outscored him this week. Yeah, you did by 13, I think. So yeah, because you got the win and the fastest lap. Can you call it at this point?
No, I mean it's gutting the Primus went there tonight. You know, that could have been a couple of extra points, but I don't know. I can't call it at all, because the other thing as well, I thought I'd left Eagle behind in the championship, but after last week, he was like only a couple of points behind me. So
Yeah, 3 points behind.
Yeah, it's just tossing and throwing. I can't call it.
Ooh.
I can't call it. But I'm starting to feel the pressure now.
Ooh. Any words from you, Brutal,
You're a legend.
on your fellow Racing
You're
Point?
a legend, Duffer. You're a legend.
I know.
I know
That
who
whole-
Brutal wants to win.
That whole race, I was just like, come on, Racing Point. Came out the pitch, you're on soft. I was like, Racing Point all the way, mate. Oh dear. Italy, though.
Yeah.
Basically, if we're tracing point, we've got to do well in Italy, haven't we?
Yeah,
Mercedes
definitely.
power,
Yeah.
you know.
Equal cars.
Shh.
Equal cars.
We'll brush over that.
To point that out, it's equal
No,
cars.
they're equal cars, but they handle differently. Like, that is a thing.
Yeah, true. Congratulations, Duffer.
Thank
your
you.
4th win of the season, and best of luck in Monza.
Thank you. I'm going to leave the party now because I've got to drive to Brighton at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh,
So
Okay,
Michael will
fair
see
enough.
you there if you weren't in lockdown, but...
I'm going to
Yeah.
going to a hospital. So
Oh, yeah.
you
maybe
definitely won't get laid in there.
Okay. Alright. Well, there you go. That has been the Belgian Grand Prix of F4. What a race, Brutal. That was topsy-turvy. Different qualifying. Usual big hitters towards the back.
Yeah. Not an Alfa Romeo on the podium.
But somehow Eagle got 4th after that wind damage at the start. I
Somehow.
thought that was it.
Somehow he's done it. Like, once
There
again.
you go. He pulled a result out.
Pulled the result out.
Not on the rostrum this time, but that could be crucial, those 12 points. But we will head to the Temple of Speed, the Pyramid of Track Limits. I'm going to need to think of a different building other than a temple. What do you think? Because you can't have a Temple of Speed and a Temple of Track Limits. It's got to be another building, another religious
Temple of
building of Track
Speed.
Limits.
The chapel.
Chapel. Oh, that's a good one.
The chapel of corner cuts. Track limits.
Yeah, I just feel penalties are going to be key next week
Yeah.
for Monza. Definitely feel so. But yeah, we're going to see a lot of straight line speed, a lot of overtakes, DRS down the main straight, and the fine line in qualifying. And who knows, we could get a sprinkling of rain potentially. That could really spice things up, because Monza in the rain is an experience, shall we say, especially in full wet. It's an experience. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, well done to everyone in Belgium. There's also quite a few people that are good to see the back of Belgium, and they'll be looking to have a good recovery in Monza. Sunday is the first race at our new track in Monza in Italy, and that'll be the F2 division. I'm back racing once again on Sunday, unless I get called into work once again, but unlikely as we're now in lockdown. And as we are in lockdown, make sure everyone keeps safe and wash your hands, etc. You know the business by now, at least you should. And keep yourself okay.
Stay at home.
And we'll provide.
Protect the NHS.
Yes.
Save lives.
We've heard it all before. Yeah, make sure you join us on Sunday at 8 o'clock for the first of those races. But until then, take care. Your podium for today: third place and his first podium of the season, 4D in the Mercedes. P2 for Toxic CW, also his first podium. Duffalump in the Racing Point, his fourth win of the season, closes the gap at the top of the table for F4. We will see you next week in Monza. For myself, I was from Rundle Brutal. Thank you very much for your company.
No worries.
We will see you next time.